Hello again, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new in these hair parts, I talk about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And this is a pro Harry and Meghan channel, so here you will not find all of the usual vitriol and toxicity and hatred and antagonism and resentment that proliferates, frankly, on YouTube and on social media. So it's not the most popular channel in the world, I know, but here, this is just how I feel about them. It's just my humble position on this topic of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And I hope you are also likewise um, enamored or just admiring of them, and that's why you're here. Now, if you're here because you hate them and you just want to hear what I said to, I don't know, to set me straight and put me in my place and make me feel bad, then I really wish you wouldn't do that. I really wish you would remember our shared humanity and that of Meghan and Harry. And do you realize? I just wonder, I always ask people, I ask myself, because as you get older and older like me and things start going gray, you're like, oh my God, what is this all about? And you realize how short life is. And it's such a cliche, but 100 years, even if you live 100 years, is a joke. It's nothing when you compare it to how old the earth is. I mean, it eats us all alive. And we don't get out of this alive. It doesn't matter who we are. We could be kings and queens and billionaires and movie stars and just, the Kardashians. We don't get out of this alive. Do you realize this? We haven't figured it out yet. I think that we will. I think that humanity, will figure out how to stop death, but it's going to take a very long time. And until that time, because it's so short, I think a lot of us have it all wrong. Maybe we all do. I don't want to take myself out. I'm not perfect. Yesterday, I did a video about what is a woman, and I've lost sleep over it because it is my truth. It's what I really feel. But I feel guilty for feeling how I really feel. And I thought, well, I shouldn't have posted that because people will think that I'm not, that I have these biases against, anybody who, look, the bottom line is that I'm not perfect and there are things I have to work on. For example, being a woman, as I tried to explain yesterday, to me is so hard. It's so much work. I mean, and I explained a little bit graphically, perhaps, one of the ways in which it's so difficult. And I just feel like, a person just doesn't get to say, oh, I'm a woman, and, you know, change a few things in their bodies and whatever. And you're a woman. It's so much more complicated than that, I think, to me. It's just so hard to be a woman. And I feel like you have to earn it. You've got to earn your stripes before you don't just get to just say you're a woman. But I understand how that could seem insensitive. And I understand how, my experiences are not necessarily the experiences of every person who calls themselves a woman. And I also feel like I said yesterday when with Megan's podcast, what did they call it? The divine feminine creature, the divine feminine creature. I think you can be a divine feminine creature without being a woman. If you feel like you're very feminine inside and you're transgender and you have, you change your gender, you're a divine feminine creature. For me, this is clear. It doesn't make you a woman though, right? In my view. But I also think you could be a woman and not be feminine. So the fact that you're a woman doesn't mean you're a divine feminine creature, and the fact that you're a divine feminine creature does not make you a woman. It's very, very complicated and nuanced. But I really feel like being a woman is the soul. sort of biological thing that you are and everything that comes with that inside, in your body. I mean, it's serious. And so for me, it's hard to sort of just share that, willy nilly, just because somebody's, oh, I'm, whatever. But it's not because I have anything fundamentally against anybody. I want everybody to be happy and, to live their truth in their life. It's just, I just feel like this label woman is really specific. I mean, and as I explained why, I mean, just menstruating is just like, oh my God, please make this stop. And, they don't get to be tortured in this way. How can you be a woman? No, you're not a woman. Anyway, not to get back into that. So I feel bad, and I feel bad for feeling the way I feel. But I'm Sagittarius. So what I say to you is what I feel and what I think. I mean, at least you know that I'm honest, and I say what I think, even though sometimes I know that it's a little insensitive. So forgive me, all right? I'm working on it, okay? Now, in this particular video, which, my God, it's going to be too long. So I wanted to talk about Prince Charles and how his first state banquet, is it? Was with the president of South Africa. I confess I don't know the president's name. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. I should look that up before I did the video. But what do I think about that? I think it's very nice. I think he meant well, and he means well. And, he could have easily had his first state banquet be the president of France, the king of Spain, or even the Chinese president, or anybody. But he chose the president of South Africa, I think, for a reason, because, I mean, he knows. And, this whole thing with the structural racism and this, that, and the next, which, a lot of people don't like to talk about, they don't like to hear it. But he knows it's true. He knows it's true. And he wants to try to make it better. Now, of course, there's some things that I'm going to be doing very soon that will sort of call on him to walk the walk and talk the talk. Prince Charles, I'm coming at you, boy. No, I shouldn't say boy. I'm coming at you, sir. And because I do think we need, the conversation needs to be had, and it's going to be painful, and it's going to be uncomfortable. But I think he's showing a willingness to be open minded about it, and I like what I see with that. So I think inviting the president of South Africa was very, very nice on his part, and just leave it at that. Congratulations that he's open minded and he's trying to move the monarchy into a new direction. I want him and Harry to make up, and I want to see them together again. Even Doria, dinner, family dinners, and things like that would be really nice. But yeah, so I have my own thing coming, and it's going to be epic. You just wait, my darlings. You just wait. Anyway, if you're not yet following me, please consider doing that. My hair's falling apart. Please consider doing that as I try to get to 200. It's going to probably take me an entire year to do that, because, I grow very slowly over here, because, I think, I'm not so exciting as all the beautiful YouTubers out there. But yeah, I appreciate every single person who has followed me and continues to follow me. And I invite you to follow. And you're going to follow anyway, because you're going to hear about me, girl. And boy, you're going to hear about me very soon. And it's going to be epic. Yeah, baby.